Welcome back once again to Houston Field in Ottumwa, where your Bulldogs softball team is getting ready for Game 2 of its doubleheader against the Maroons of Dowling Catholic. The Bulldogs, a heartbreaking loss in Game 1. They had a 5-4 lead with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, but a 2-out, 2-run homer by Dowling catcher Sarah Hochberger turned the game around, and the Maroons won Game 1 6-5. So Ottumwa now 1-4 on the young season. Dowling now 6-2. And that is the third one-run loss for Ottumwa, and they've all come against quality CIML opponents. They had 2 one-run losses back on May 24th against Ankeny Centennial, a 1-run win and a 5-0 loss against Des Moines East on Tuesday, and now another 1-run loss to Dowling here in Game 1. It's got to turn around sometime, right? Got to turn those 1-run losses into 1-run wins. Doesn't seem like that should be too hard. Hopefully Ottumwa can do that, or something similar to that here in Game 2, as the Bulldogs look to get a win under their belts before they head to Oskaloosa tomorrow, where they'll play in the Oskaloosa Classic, a tournament held at the Lacey Sports Complex in Oski. At 12:45, the Bulldogs will face Albia, and at 2:30, Ottumwa will face Oskaloosa. If you're headed up there, both Ottumwa games are on Field 1 at that complex, and they'll be back-to-back, so you won't have to move fields between games. And also, if you're not able to go but you're planning to tune in, we will have the Albia matchup on both the radio here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. We will not have the Oskaloosa game on live video, as that game is under the exclusive rights Oskaloosa has with another media company for video rights for its home game. So we'll be radio only for that 2:30 tilt between Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Tonight here at Houston Field, Ottumwa trying to get a split against Dowling in Game 2 of this doubleheader. We'll take 2 minutes, come back, and get you at least the Bulldogs starting lineup on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Go Bulldogs! You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball tonight from Houston Field. Bulldogs getting ready for Game 2 against Dowling. For the Bulldogs in their starting lineup in Game 2, leading off and playing center field, Zoe Jones. Batting second, the third baseman, Ella Aller. Jordan Pauls, the catcher, will bat third, and Amber Schatz, the designated player, hits cleanup. Josie Lemons at first base batting fifth. Chloe Bradley, the pitcher, hits sixth. Jocelyn Ware at shortstop batting seventh. Maddie Hauk, the right fielder, hits eighth. and Delaney Stevens at second base bats ninth. The flex player for Ottumwa is the left fielder, Ann Guest. We did not get a lineup card from Dowling before we came back on the air for Game 2. We do know that Annie Thomas will be their pitcher, the left-handed hurler who played first base in Game 1. Thomas's stats show her at 1-1 with an ERA, I should say, of 3.23. Bulldogs take the field. Ann Guest in left, Zoe Jones in center, Maddie Houck in right, Ella Aller at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Delaney Stevens at second, Josie Lemons at first, and Jordan Pauls behind the plate. We'll kind of pick up the Dowling lineup as it comes along. Abby Reinhardt will again be the leadoff hitter. Reinhardt was 2 for 4 in Game 1 with a single, a double, and a run scored. Bulldogs lost that game 6-5 on a 2-out, 2-run home run by the Game 1 catcher, Sarah Hochberger. We're ready to start Game 2 as Reinhardt approaches the plate. Bulldog infield congregates around Chloe Bradley. And now Bradley, the junior, will go to work in just a moment. Josie Lemons has moved from third base in Game 1 to first base here in Game 2, and now she's looking into the sun, so a pair of sunglasses brought out to her. She puts them on, and we're ready to go. Bradley steps to the rubber, a deliberate worker in the circle. And the first pitch of Game 2, swung on and missed, strike one. Our first pitch at 7:11 on a warm Friday night in June here in the city of Bridges. 84 degrees under sunny skies. A light breeze blowing southwest at 11 miles an hour. That pitch downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, this field well protected by trees all the way around the complex, and the flag on the flagpole in left field not moving at all right now. The 1-1. Chop foul rolls to the backstop right in front of us. 1-2. Reinhardt digs back in. Only a junior has another year left to go. The pitch, ground ball to short. Up with it is Ware. Throw to first in time for out number 1. One out for Alyssa Last, the Game 1 pitcher. She's in center field here in Game 2. In Game 1, Last was 1 for 4 with a single. First pitch from Bradley. In there for a strike, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Top of the first of Game 2. The 0-1 offering. Line caught by the third baseman Aller for out number 2. One step to her left to snag that scorched line drive. Ella Aller playing third in this game after playing second in Game 1, and she makes a fine play. Two down for Carly Sweezy. 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored in Game 1. First pitch off speed outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Top of the first. Chloe Bradley trying to put together a 1-2-3 opening frame. The pitch popped up, foul territory, playable for the catcher. Pauls makes the catch on the right side. And the Maroons go in order. We go to the bottom of the first. Maroons nothing. Bulldogs are coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
In right field, number 23, Molly Boyce. In left field, number 24, Becca Younger. And in the flex position, playing first base, number 10, Ellie Olsen. Up for the Bulldogs, Jones.
Bottom of the first inning, Bulldogs set the Maroons down in order in the top half, and now OHS will face left-hander Annie Thomas in the circle for Dowling. Defense for the Maroons, Becca Youngers in left, Alyssa Last in center, Molly Moist in right. Lily Brooks at third, Carly Sweezy at short, Abby Reinhardt at second, Ellie Olsen at first, and Sarah Hochberger behind the plate. Zoe Jones leads it off again for OHS. Zoe was 0 for 2 in game one with 2 walks and a run scored.
Now batting center fielder, Zoe Jones.
Jones steps into the box. First pitch, down and in, ball 1. One and 0 to Jones. The next offering from Thomas. Ground ball sharply to third, but fielded cleanly on one hop by Brooks. Throws in the dirt and not able to be handled cleanly by Olsen at first. Safe is Zoe Jones on the throwing error by Brooks. So Ottumwa is gifted the leadoff runner. Now the batter, Ella Aller. Ella 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored in game one. Also drove in a run. She could be asked to bunt here or could swing away. First pitch, bunt shown, and the bunt is popped foul, and just out of the hands of the catcher, Hochberger off her glove. And if that ball is caught, Ottumwa probably gets doubled up as Zoe was more than halfway to second. Counts 0-1 to Aller. Runner on first, nobody out. The pitch, ground ball in the hole, past the diving shortstop Sweezy into left field for a single. So Ella doesn't have to bunt on the 0-1 and singles, so 2 on, nobody out for Jordan Pauls. Jordan was 2 for 4, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored in game one. Great opportunity here in the early going for OHS. The pitch to Paul. She shows bunt, gets it down, and the pitcher makes a nice play. Thomas's throw to first. Second baseman Reinhardt covering one down. Thomas had to reach for that. If it gets past her, everybody's safe. It's a sacrifice. Score at 1-4. Second and third, 1 out for Amber Schatz. And Amber is hot in this series. She's 3 for 4 in game one, and the other time she reached on an error. Infield in for Dowling. The pitch. High fly ball to left. Going back is Youngers, and she'll make the catch. Tagging and coming home to score is Zoe Jones. The Bulldogs lead 1-0. Shots didn't get all of it, but got enough of it to put Ottumwa on the board. It's an unearned run. Every run Ottumwa scored so far in this doubleheader unearned, but the Bulldogs will take it. So now Josie Lemon's 2 out. Still a runner in scoring position. Aller at second. The pitch. That's popped up to shallow center. Coming in. Still coming in. Can't make the play. It's a bloop single for Josie Lemon. Scoring is Ella Aller. Last couldn't get there, and the Bulldogs lead 2-0. So Josie gets an RBI. That run unearned, but Ottumwa takes it. And now the batter, Chloe Bradley. With Lemons at first and 2 down. The pitch. Off speed. In there for a strike, 0-1. Bradley digs in, trying to help her own cause. Now the 0-1. That's called a strike at the knees, 0-2. 2-0 Ottumwa. Runner at first, 2 down. Even if you don't do anything more here, you've already maximized the inning. Had 2 in scoring position, got them both home. Now the 0-2. Off speed outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good pitch, T.
Jones reached on an error. Allers singled. Paul's bunted them to second and third. Shots at a sac fly. Lemons a bloop single. 2-0 Ottumwa. The 1-2 is outside to Chloe Bradley, 2-2.
You got this, T. Small adjustment. Stay
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lemons at first, Bradley at the plate. Jocelyn Ware on deck of the inning continues. The 2-2 pitch. Off speed foul to the right. Ooh. Look out in the first base coaching box. Still 2-2. That was a changeup. Chloe kind of stopped her motion, but was able to keep the hands back and wait on it long enough to bring it through and hit it solidly, but foul. Another 2-2. High, 3-2. Good battle here by Chloe Bradley. Was down 0-2. Now the count's full.
Don't let her go, T. You got this.
Lemons can run when the ball is released here, and she will. 3-2, 2 out. The payoff to Bradley. High drive down the line and left, but she yanked it foul. That ball had home run distance. But we'll do it again at 3-2. Bradley trying to protect the plate, but also find the range on Annie Thomas. Another 3-2 pitch. Off speed, low, ball 4. Great plate appearance for Chloe Bradley to work that walk, and the inning continues to Jocelyn Ware. We should get a courtesy runner for Chloe. And the runner will be Maya Lemons. So Maya Lemons at first, Josie Lemons at second. Those two are sharing a chuckle about now running the bases together. And the batter, Jocelyn Ware. Ware 0 for 4 in game 1, did reach on an error and score a run. Bulldogs dropped game 1 6-5. Have a 2-0 lead already here in the first. The pitch. Liner caught by Brooks. Oh, man, tough break for Ware. Side retired, but Ottumwa gets 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error and 2 left after an inning. Bulldogs lead 2-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning, Ottumwa 2, Dowling 0. Bulldogs getting RBIs in the first inning from Amber Schatz and Josie Lemons. Chloe Bradley now working with the lead. Facing the 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the Dowling order. Starting with pitcher Annie Thomas. Thomas played first base in game 1, went 0 for 4. Stands in here now as the pitcher for the Maroons.
Now batting the pitcher, Annie Thomas.
Bradley to the rubber, righty to lefty here. And the pitch fouled off to the left. Just past the press box for strike one.
Confidence up there, kid, just like you practice.
0-1 the count to Thomas. Bradley's next offering. A little bit high and outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike. The next offering, chopped foul at the plate, 1-2 to Thomas. Sarah Hochberger, the game one hero for Dowling, on deck.
Protect, Danny. You got this, kid. Confidence.
One ball, two strikes. The pitch. Popped up foul, backing out of play. And we stay at 1-2.
Let it go, kid. Staying alive.
Bradley again, taking her time between pitches. That pitch lifted in the air, shallow center. Jones coming on. Zoe's there, makes the catch, and one away. That brings up Hochberger. Hochberger was 2 for 4 in game one. She had a solo home run in the 5th inning that got Dowling within a run, and then the 2-run homer with 2 out in the top of the 7th that put them in front 6-5, which ended up being the final score. 1 out, nobody on for Dowling here in the top of the 2nd. Ottumwa leading 2-0. First pitch outside, ball 1. Chloe steps to the rubber again, the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Hitters count for Hochberger. That pitch missed up high, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Bradley has set down the first 4 she's faced tonight, but is way behind Hochberger. Chloe's 3-0. Taken all the way, that's a strike, 3-1. Lily Brooks, the third baseman, on deck. Sluggers count for Hochberger, the 3-1. Liner over the head of Aller and down the left field line, base hit. Guest will get it back in quickly and hold her to a 1-out single. I imagine we'll get a courtesy runner here for Hochberger. Waiting to see the number or hear the number announced. One on, one out for Dowling here.
Kennedy Jones, courtesy runner at first base.
Kennedy Jones is the runner at first. And here's Brooks, who had a good game one. 3 for 4, 3 singles, an RBI, a stolen base, and a run. First pitch, outside runner goes, throw down to second, all the way into center field, too high. Ottumwa didn't have anybody there in time to cover anyway, backed up by Jones. It's a stolen base for Kennedy Jones. Now they have a runner in scoring position with 1 out and a 1-0 count to Brooks. Ottumwa leading 2-0. Dowling with a one-out threat here in the top of the second. The pitch. Fly ball to right center. Coming on is Hauk. She'll make the catch on the run. Runner tags. Here's a throw to third. The catch. And the ball bounces away from Aller on the one hop. Backed up nicely by Bradley. So Kennedy Jones advances to third on the fly out by Brooks. 2 down, and the batter is a designated player, Audrey Ott. Ott in game 1 was 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. First pitch here, outside, ball 1. Hochberger singled with 1 out. Her courtesy runner, Kennedy Jones, stole second, went to third on a flyout. 2 out, a runner on third, and a 1-0 count to Ott. That pitch chopped to third, fielded cleanly on the short hop by Aller. Throw to first is in time, and Chloe Bradley pitches around the 1-out single, stranding a Dowling runner at third. No hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Bulldogs up 2-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs 2, Dowling nothing. Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ. Brought to you tonight by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Andrew Schroeder with Schroeder Graphics and Sign LLC. Visit sgsignllc.com and like Schroeder Graphics and Sign LLC on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above. Maddie Hauk leads it off for Ottumwa. Bunts it. Good bunt in front of the plate. Picked up by the catcher. Throw to first. Not in time. Hauk with a bunt single, beating the throw of Hochberger. And that gets a lot of noise from the Ottumwa faithful and the Ottumwa dugout. So Hauk at first. Here's Delaney Stevens. Likely a bunt scenario here, but we'll see. Stevens, the second baseman here in game 2. The pitch, bunted with the runner going, and the ball hit the bat on the way back up. It's a foul ball for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to Stevens. Bottom of the order, trying to get another rally going for OHS. The pitch, bunted, but that's foul, back to the screen, 0-2. Now, will the bunt still be on for Ottumwa, or will the Dogs swing away? No balls, 2 strikes to Stevens. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the second, Ottumwa leading by 2. The pitch, fouled back. We'll do it again at 0-2. Bulldogs already with 3 hits in the early going. Another 0-2 to Stevens. Chopper to the right side, and ranging to her left, the second baseman Reinhardt throws to first for out number 1. As Hauk advances to second, it's not a sacrifice bunt, but it gets the same result. And back to the top of the order, Zoe Jones, who reached on an error and scored in the first inning. Speedy runner at second with Hauk and only 1 out as Ottumwa tries to add to a 2-0 lead. Annie Thomas's first pitch here to Zoe is fouled straight back, 0-1. Bright sunshine still on most of the field, but the press box on the third base side casting a shadow over the infield between the circle and home plate. Now the 0-1. Strike at the knees, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Outside, 1-2. Houck at second with 1 down. Lefty to righty, Thomas to Zoe, 1-2. Pop foul back to the screen. We'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zoe digs back in. Another 1-2. Off speed, a little looper caught by the shortstop, Sweezy, for out number 2. That brings up Ella Aller, singled and scored her first time up. Chance to drive in a run here with the runner at second and 2 away. Ottumwa left a lot of runners on in game 1. They left 9 on base, twice left them loaded. And there's a liner caught just off the top of the dirt, backhanded by the shortstop, Sweezy, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after 2. Bulldogs up 2-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 3rd inning, Ottumwa 2, Dowling 0. Bulldog softball brought to you by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. Stop out and see the new and improved look, and they aren't done yet. More upgrades are on the way to Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. By Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider, expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. And by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Dowling here in the top of the 3rd, starting with the right fielder, Molly Moist. Moist in game 1 was 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Chloe Bradley's first pitch here, chopped weakly foul up the third baseline for strike 1. No balls and a strike to the Dowling right fielder. Here's a chopper to third. Another good pick on the short hop by Ella Aller, but the throw gets away. And racing to second is Moist on the air to start the inning. I think Josie Lemons at first lost that ball in the sun, looking right into the sun, trying to field that throw. Brings up Becca Younger as the left fielder. Younger's played center in game 1 and was 0 for 3 at the plate. Bradley trying to pitch around the leadoff air. First pitch, outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Moist at second, nobody out. Bradley does not have a strikeout yet. This would be a good time for number 1. You want to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 out. The 0-1, bunt shown, pop up back behind the plate, hitting the backstop for strike 2. Jordan Pauls tried to get out of the crouch, but she was not going to have a chance. That ball never got high enough in the air to be a threat to be caught. 0-2 to Youngers. Top of the order, Abby Reinhardt on deck. Bradley winds in the 0-2. Off speed, grounded foul up the third base line. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Still 0-2 to Youngers. Bradley looking for the put-away pitch. And a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Around third is Moist. Up with it is Jones. Here's a throw to the plate. It is not in time. Throw down to second, and that'll chase Youngers back to first. But an RBI single has Dowling on the board 2-1, and that run is unearned because Moist was on due to an error. So we've had 3 runs scored in this game, and they've all been unearned. All of Ottumwa's 5 runs in Game 1 were unearned. 2 of Dowling's 6 runs were unearned in Game 1. Errors have played a big role tonight. Here's Abby Reinhardt, grounded out to short her first time up. Runner at first, nobody out here in the third, and a chop foul back behind the plate, 0-1. A 1-1 to Reinhardt. Dowling cashing in the error immediately to cut the Ottumwa lead in half. Now 2-1. The 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bradley back to the rubber. The 1-1. Just off the plate, apparently 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The next pitch. Outside, 3-1. Hitters count here for Abby Reinhardt. Still nobody out. The 3-1. Lined into left field, coming on his guest, plays it on a hop. Throw to second, not quite in time. Well, Youngers held up to make sure the ball would drop in, and Guest nearly had the force play, but it's back-to-back singles. Runners at first and second with nobody out for Alyssa Last, who lined out to third her first time up. Dowling now threatening to completely erase the Ottumwa lead and maybe take a lead of their own. And this whole inning started with an error. Bradley's pitch, bunt shown, bunted foul into the right-handed batter's box. Strike 1. Last back to the plate. She digs in. Bradley gets the sign. And the 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Chloe Bradley could really use a K right here. First and second, nobody out, a run home. Ottumwa's lead down to 2-1. The pitch. Bounced it in there. And the count goes to 1-2. Last digs back in. Bradley rocks and fires. Liner over shortstop into left center for a hit. That'll tie the game. Jones cuts it off in the alley. Throw comes into the middle of the diamond. Should have gone to second. An RBI hit for Alyssa Last. She takes second on the throw. Scoring is Youngers. All the way to third goes Reinhardt. Game tied at 2. And it's second and third. Nobody out for the Maroons with Carly Sweezy at the plate. Sweezy fouled out her first time up. Leadoff air with the number 8 hitter at the plate really set the tone here. There's a ground ball to third, fielded by Aller. Throw to first is in time, but on the throw, scoring is Reinhardt, and it's 3-2 Dowling. I thought Aller could have gotten in between third base and Reinhardt and gotten her in a rundown, but after trying to look her back to third, she threw to first, and that's when Reinhardt came home, so it is an RBI ground out for Sweezy. Last advances to third, and there's one down for Annie Thomas, who flew out to center her first time up. Bunt shown back to the circle. Throw to first, it gets away. Coming home to score is Last. Heading for second is Thomas. I don't think you can credit an RBI on that one, because I don't think Last was going to come home until that ball got away. It is a throwing error on Bradley, second error of the inning. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, Thomas, is Olivia Chapman. Still only one out, 4-2 Dowling. And the batter, Sarah Hochberger, who singled her first time up. So Hochberger digs in. And the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Two errors now in the inning. And the inning now should be over. So that last run is unearned. That pitch away, and the count even at a ball and a strike. So 2 of the 4 runs in this inning unearned. And now the 1-1. Ground ball out towards second, and stumbling, not able to get it. They're holding the runner at third. Throw comes home, and on the throw home down to second goes Hochberger.
Nice job, sir!
Ottumwa never should have thrown that ball. It was a ground ball by the bag at second. Diving attempt by Stevens. She couldn't get it. I think it was Ware who picked it up. Dowling held the runner at third, and Ottumwa threw home anyway, and that allowed the runner to go to second. So it's an infield hit for Hochberger. Takes second on the throw. Her courtesy runner will again be Kennedy Jones. Runners at second and third, still only one out for Lily Brooks, who flew out to right her first time up. Well, you hate to say it, but Ottumwa, they've got 2 errors in the inning and a couple of other questionable decisions in the field. That pitch is high to Brooks, ball 1. One and 0 to Brooks. Second and third, still only one out. The pitch. Low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The next offering. In there for a strike on the inside corner, 2-1. Looking it over again, I think 3 of the 4 runs in this inning are unearned for scoring purposes. Right now, Ottumwa just wants to find a way to not allow any more. Chopper fielded by the pitcher, Bradley. The throw home in time to retire The runner coming down the line, Chapman, that's out number 2, big second out. On the fielder's choice, Brooks safe at first, down to third goes Jones, but Chapman retired 1-2 for a big second out, and here's Audrey Ott, the 9th batter of the inning. Ott grounded out to third, her first time up. It's been a rough inning for Ottumwa, but you get this hitter, and you're only down 2 with a long way to go. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Scoring on the play was Kennedy Jones to make it 5-2. Stopping at second was Brooks. A throw came to third. It got away, but Brooks had already gone back to second and didn't try to advance. Dowling is batted around, and here is Molly Moist, who started this inning with an innocent ground ball that turned into a throwing error, a fielding error at first, and that opened the floodgates. Pops this one up near the plate. The pitcher, Bradley, makes the catch near the third baseline, and the side is finally retired. But Dowling gets 5 runs on 5 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left on base. Go to the bottom of the third. Ottumwa down 5-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning. Bulldog softball brought to you by Ottumwa Job Corps Center, providing the skills you need to succeed in today's workforce at no cost to you. Visit ottumwajobcorps.gov. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. 3, 4, and 5 do up for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the third. Jordan Pauls, Amber Schatz, Josie Lemons. Bulldogs down 5-2 to Dowling as the pitcher Manny Thomas is in the dirt to Pauls 1-0. Pauls had a sacrifice bunt in Ottumwa's 2-run first inning, but the Dogs now down by 3. Looking for something encouraging? Well, maybe there's a parallel to game 1. We'll tell you about in a moment. The 1-0. That's a little pop behind third base. It'll drop in foul territory in the grass behind third for strike 1. In game 1 of this doubleheader, Ottumwa had a 5-run inning where they batted around. That was in the second inning. An inning helped by Dowling errors, or one key Dowling error. The 1-1 to Pauls, and she tried to wait on a changeup but fouled it back 1-2. Here in game 2, Dowling with a 5-run inning where they batted around, assisted by a couple of Ottumwa errors and a couple other questionable decisions. But Ottumwa didn't score after their 5-run inning in game 1, and Dowling came back. Let's see if Ottumwa can return the favor. The 1-2 to Pauls is high and outside, 2-2. Got the heart of the order up here. Pauls, Schatz, and Lemons. The 2-2. Off speed bounced it in there, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Pauls. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove. Ricochets towards Brooks at third, who has no play, and Jordan Paul safe at first. We'll see how they rule this. Should get a courtesy runner here for the catcher, Pauls. They'll call that a base hit. So Ottumwa has its 4th hit. And for the Bulldogs, Carly Wynn will be the courtesy runner at first. Here's Amber Schatz, a sacrifice fly and an RBI, her first time up in this game. 3 hits in game 1. Swinging the bat well right now. Someone down 5-2. A closer game, they might have her bunt. I imagine not here. And a liner into left field for a base hit. Why have her bunt when she's hitting so well? First and second, nobody out. Back-to-back singles, back-to-back hard hit balls by the Bulldogs. And now Josie Lemons, whose bloop single drove in a run in the first inning. Mandy Moore calls time and wants to talk to Josie Lemons before this at-bat as the Bulldogs try to come back from a 5-2 deficit.
Nothing hurt, T. Take care of business. Be confident.
So now Lemons stands in. 2 on, nobody out. And the pitch from Thomas, bunt shown, and the bunt popped in the air. It is caught on a diving catch in foul territory by the first baseman Olson for out number 1. So Ottumwa cannot advance the runners there, and now with 1 out, it's Chloe Bradley who walked her first time up. First pitch from Thomas to Bradley, pitcher to pitcher, a swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Chloe. Bradley digs in. And now the 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Win at second. Has a swing and a miss with shots at first. Makes it 1-2. Bradley now needs to protect the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She'll choke up a little bit. And the 1-2. High, 2-2. Chloe's not going to chase that pitch up in her eyes.
You got plenty of room, T.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Liner, fair down the right field line. Win around third on her way home. Paul's racing for third, stopping at first with an RBI single is Chloe Bradley to help her own cause. It's 5-3. Nice piece of 2-strike hitting by the Bulldog pitcher. Get a courtesy runner for Bradley again, and that'll be Maya Lemons. So the Bulldogs get 1 back after giving up 5 in the top half of the inning. And now Ware, who lined out to the third baseman Brooks, her first time up. First pitch. Misses high, ball 1.
I like it, T. Good pitch choice.
1-0 to the Bulldogs shortstop. The next offering. Popped it up, left side. Right on the line in front of third base. The third baseman Brooks makes the catch for out number 2. So getting another run home is up to Maddie Hauk, who had a bunt single her first time up, but was stranded at second in the second inning. First pitch, showed bunt, pulled the bat back. It was high for ball 1.
Got this, T. Confidence, kid. Here you go.
1-0 to Hauk, a bunt up the third base side, picked up the throw to first. In time, says the umpire, to retire the side. Boy, Ottumwa thought they'd beaten that out. But this time, Hauk is ruled out at first, and the inning is over. Ottumwa gets 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2. We go to the fourth inning. Bulldogs down 5-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of it.
Top of the fourth inning, Ottumwa cut part of the deficit off in the bottom of the third. They're down 5-3 after Dowling had scored 5 in the top of the third. Bulldogs got 1 back in the bottom half. And now for Dowling, it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters, Becca Youngers, Abby Reinhardt, and Alyssa Last. Youngers an RBI single drove in the first of 5 runs for the Maroons in the third inning. Chloe Bradley brings it home, and it's on the inside corner for a called strike. Ottumwa 2 in the first, Dowling 5 in the top of the third. Ottumwa got 1 back in the bottom of the third. Each team with 6 hits. Now the 0-1. Bounced it in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Only one of Ottumwa's 3 runs is an earned run. Only one of Dowling's 5 runs is an earned run. Critical errors by both teams in this game. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. A changeup that bounced in front of the plate, but Youngers was fooled and swung at it 1-2. Bradley trying to retire the number 9 hitter before the top of the order comes back. Reinhardt on deck. The 1-2 to Youngers. Ground ball to third, fielded by Allard. Throw across is in time for out number 1. No more sun in the eyes, thankfully, for Josie Lemons at first. Abby Reinhardt, the batter. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored here in game 2. Reinhardt digs in. Bradley's first pitch, high and away, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The next offering, grounder up the third baseline, foul, and the count evens at a ball and a strike to Reinhardt. Reinhardt digs back in with a 1-1 count. No more sunshine on the field now as the sun is setting. Pitch in the dirt. Off-speed pitch, 2-1. Still a lot of light in the sky. Lights are on here at Houston Field but haven't really taken effect. We're just past 8 o'clock on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ Ottumwa. And on our live video stream at ottumwaradio.com and on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. The 2-1 upstairs, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Hitters count for Reinhardt. The pitch, way outside, ball 4. Maroons with a 1-out base runner, and the batter, Alyssa Last, who was lined out, hit an RBI single, scored a run. First walk issued by Chloe Bradley. Chloe Into the wind and the pitch to last. Way high and outside, ball one. Good job by Jordan Pauls to keep that ball from going all the way to the backstop. One and 0 to Last, who's been swinging a hot bat. The pitch on the inside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Last really chokes up on that bat, digging into that right-handed batter's box. Aces wild on the scoreboard as that pitch grounded, knocked down at short on a backhand by Ware, but she'll have no play. That probably should be an infield hit. Would have been a tough play even if she'd fielded it cleanly. But apparently they're not going to put a hit on the board, so that'll go in as an error, I suppose. 2 on, 1 out, and the batter, Carly Sweezy, 0 for 2 with an RBI groundout. She bunts here in front of the plate, and it was picked up in fair territory by Paul. She wanted to throw to first, had no one to throw to as no one had covered first at the moment, and everybody's safe. That'll go down as a bunt single that loads the bases with 1 out for Annie Thomas. Thomas has flied out and reached on an error, 0 for 2. Infield in for Ottumwa. The pitch. Pop foul back to the left off the screen for strike 1. A walk, an error, and an infield hit have loaded the bases with 1 out for the Maroons, trying to add to their 5-3 lead. Bradley trying to find a way off this hook, the 0-1. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Reinhardt at third, Last at second, Sweezy at first. 1-1 to the left-handed hitting Thomas. Pitch on the way. Hit high in the air down the left field line, twisting foul and landing in the Ottumwa bullpen, 1-2.
All the way through, Andy. Swing all the way through. You got this, kid. Know your count.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And Bradley still without a strikeout, could really use one here. A Maroon at every base, only 1 out. The 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, will do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Having fun, Andy. Go get him, kid.
Again, the infield in for Ottumwa all the way around. Another 1-2. Bounced it in there. Kind of slipped out of her hand on the off-speed pitch, 2-2. If you're Bradley, you got to make something happen right here. Bases are loaded, no place to put Thomas. You do not want to get to 3-2. This needs to be the action pitch for Chloe Bradley. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. It's called strike 3 right down the middle. Big second out. First strikeout for Chloe. That brings up the dangerous Sarah Hochberger. 2 home runs in game 1, 2 singles here in game 2. Bases loaded with 2 out, but now the Ottumwa infield can back up to normal depth. Hochberger has been the thorn in Ottumwa's side tonight. The pitch. Outside corner, strike 1.
Say you can, Sarah. You got this, kid.
If it wasn't for Hochberger, Ottumwa would have won game 1. Not just the go-ahead home run in the 7th, the solo home run in the 5th that made it 5-4. The 0-1. Popped it up. Right side of the infield. Underneath it is Stevens. Delaney makes the catch to retire the side, and Bradley gets out of a bases-loaded 1-out jam. Nice job by Chloe. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 3 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bulldogs down 5-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Go Bulldogs! You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Ottumwa only down 2, 5-3. Dowling had loaded the bases with one out but couldn't score. And again, this game has a lot of similarities to game one, but kind of the mirror image. In game one, it was Ottumwa that had an early 5-run inning and then started leaving the bases loaded. In fact, Ottumwa left the bases loaded in the fourth inning of that game when they had a chance to expand the lead. Now here in game two, it's Dowling who leaves them loaded in the fourth. And Ottumwa will try to creep closer. Bulldogs down 5-3. It'll be 9-1-2. Delaney Stevens, Zoe Jones, Ella Aller. Delaney grounded to second her first time up, advancing a runner to second base in the process. First pitch from left-handed Annie Thomas. On the inside corner, strike one. Oh, 0-1 to Stevens. The next offering inside. Delaney got out of the way, 1-1. 1-1 to Stevens. The next offering. A little liner, but right at the shortstop, Sweezy for out number one. Zoe Jones, the batter, reached on an error and scored in the first, popped out in the second, 0 for 2. Zoe digs in, trying to get a rally going with one out. Bulldogs have 6 hits. First pitch, up and away, ball one. Zoe digs back in. The 1-0. Liner foul down the third base line, 1-1. That time Jones out in front. One ball, one strike. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Dowling. 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for Ottumwa. The 1-1. Off speed in the dirt. Jones lays off, 2-1. Zoe with the count in her favor. The 2-1 pitch. Little pop up to short. That'll be easy for Sweezy, 2 down. Brings up Ella Aller, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Last time up, she lined out to short. Boy, Ella takes such a vicious practice swing before she stands in. Her bat bounces off her back. First pitch. Liner over. Oh, it's caught by the second baseman Reinhardt to retire the side. I thought that was getting over her head, but it dipped. Bulldogs go in order, even though they hit the ball hard a couple of times. We go to the 5th inning. Ottumwa down 5-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Top of the 5th inning here in Game 2. Ottumwa trailing Dowling 5-3. Chloe Bradley with a Houdini act in the 4th inning after Dowling loaded the bases with 1 out. Bradley got out of it with a strikeout and a pop-up. It'll be Lily Brooks, Audrey Ott, and Molly Moist. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Dowling order. Brooks 0 for 2 in this game with a flyout and a fielder's choice grounder. First pitch from Bradley here. Outside, ball 1. Chloe back to the rubber. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Count evens at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to the Maroon third baseman. The next offering from Bradley. High and inside, 2-1. Chloe's job right now, just keep the deficit at 2 and give her offense a chance to come back in these final 3 innings. The 2-1. Ground ball left side in the hole, fielded, knocked down by Ware, no play. That would have been a tough play way over there in the hole. Let's see how they score this one. As Audrey Ott comes to the plate, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. I'm going to get a pinch runner here for Brooks. Trying to see who it is. And that'll be Emily Shemerdla, who was the left fielder in Game 1. Apparently they've ruled that play another Ottumwa error. I'm not sure about that, but Shemerdla now the runner at first. Audrey Ott the batter. Could be a bunt here. First pitch on the way. No sign of a bunt. Way outside. Ball 1. Want to know the count to Audrey Ott. The pitch. Little flare behind third. That drops in no man's land for a bloop single. That one came off the hands. And all of a sudden, Dowling in business again. On a ground ball deep in the hole, it short ruled an error and a bloop single. Now we'll get a runner in Ott's place. And that'll be Shea Berger to pinch run.
Shea Berger running at first base.
So it's Shemerdla at second, Berger at first, 2 pinch runners. The batter, Molly Moist, has reached on an error and scored a run and has popped out to the pitcher. It was that reach on an error leading off the second inning that triggered the Dowling 5-run rally. She bunts it back to the circle. Bradley throws to first. Stevens covering for out number 1. Sacrifice 1-4. Shemerdla to third and Berger to second. The batter, Becca Youngers, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. Kind of surprised the infield isn't coming in for Ottumwa here, down 5-3. 1 out, second and third, top 5th. Bradley's first pitch to Youngers. Ground ball to short, fielded by Ware. Play to first in time for the second out. Scoring is Shemerdla, and it is 6-3. As Dowling does what Ottumwa couldn't do in Game 1, tack on to the 5 runs they scored early. It's an unearned run because the batter on that situation reached on an error. Now a runner at second, 2 down, and Abby Reinhardt the batter. 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a run scored. That pitch misses high, ball 1. The mountain Ottumwa needs to climb is up to 3 runs right now. Bradley trying to keep that from getting any worse. Pitch up and away, 2-0. Hitters count for Abby Reinhardt in the leadoff spot for Dowling. Bradley's 2-0. Off speed in there, first strike, 2-1. Runner at second, 2 out, a run home for Dowling in the top of the 5th, leading Ottumwa 6-3. Now the 2-1. Liner right back to Bradley, and that will retire the side. But Dowling gets a run on a hit. There was an error and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa down 6-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Dogs got to get the bats going again. They're down now 6-3 to Dowling here in Game 2, as Ottumwa tries to avoid being swept at home for the second time this season. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Ottumwa. Jordan Pauls, Amber Schatz, Josie Lemons. Jordan is 1 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt and a single. First pitch from Annie Thomas is hit in the air, right center. It's shallow. 3 players converge. It'll drop for a bloop single. So a good start for Ottumwa. Pauls bloops a single into the Bermuda Triangle. Get a courtesy runner for her. That'll be Carly Wynn. And the batter is Amber Schatz, who has a sacrifice fly for an RBI and a single, 1 for 1. Bulldogs don't need to get all 3 back in this inning, but at least one would be nice, or maybe Amber can just turn on one here. She's got that kind of power. First pitch, ground ball sharply to third, off the glove of Brooks and into shallow left field. A hesitation by Wynn, but now she'll round second and head to third. Runners on the corners, nobody out. That was hard hit, but that'll be an error on Lily Brooks. And now Dowling has opened the door.
Hey, focus on you, team. You're good.
Josie Lemons, the batter, a bloop single for an RBI and a foul out on a bunt attempt to first. And before Lemons bats, Mandy Moore will get a pinch runner here for Amber Schatz. Well, it'll be the flex player Ann Guest who will run at first base. So Guest at first, Wynn at third, Lemons at the plate, nobody out. Josie does represent the tying run. There could be a bunt here with nobody out. Or you could see if Josie could drive one. The pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1, no sign of a bunt on the first pitch. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw down to third, not in time. Guest steals second. Counts 0-2 to Lemons. But a base hit could score 2 here. The 0-2 to Josie. Fouled back to the screen. Lemons stays alive at 0-2. Chloe Bradley on deck. Another 0-2 from Thomas to Lemons. High and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time called as Ann Guest needs to tie her shoe. And we're ready to go. Base hit could score 2 here. The 1-2 to Josie. Fly ball shallow right. That could be trouble. It drops in for a bloop single. Racing for the plate. The throw is cut off. Dowling might have had a play at the plate on Wynn, but the pitcher Thomas cut it off. It's a bloop single and an RBI for Lemons. She goes to second on the throw, and Ottumwa's back within 2 at 6-4. Still second and third, nobody out. Guest advances to third. Lemons her second RBI of the game. And the batter, Chloe Bradley, 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI single. And a ground ball knocked down by the third baseman. Brooks picks it up, throws to first, and it's in time to get Bradley 1 down as the runners had to hold. That brings up Jocelyn Ware. Bradley with a word of advice for Ware before Jocelyn steps in. Let's see if the young shortstop can come through. Infield's in for Dowling again, the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. Boy, run home. You had second and third, nobody out. 3 chances to drive in the tying runs in scoring position. First one goes by the board. Second one lies in Ware's hands, the 0-1. Ground ball foul left side towards the Ottumwa dugout, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. With the infield in, just a hard roller between 2 infielders could get the job done. The 0-2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Each team now with 8 hits. Bulldogs down 2. And that pitch off the plate outside. 2-2 to Ware. She lays off a tough pitch. Second and third, 1 down. The 2-2 to Jocelyn. Ground ball foul left side. We'll do it again. Somewhat down 6-4, but the tying runs in scoring position. Ann Guest at third, Josie Lemons at second. Jocelyn Ware at the plate. Another 2-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield, caught by the second baseman. Guest bluffs the tag, but she wasn't going anywhere. Reinhardt makes the catch, 2 down. And it's up to Maddie Hauk, who has twice tried to bunt her way on. The first time she was successful, the second time thrown out by an eyelash. Probably not bunting here with the tying runs at second and third and 2 out. The pitch. Up and in, ball 1. One and 0 to Maddie Hauk. Pitch on the way. Inside corner, strike 1. Jordan Paul's singled. Amber Schatz reached on an error. Runners put in for both of them. Josie Lemons a bloop RBI single. Went to second on the throw. Since then, Chloe Bradley's grounded out. Jocelyn Ware has popped out. The 1-1 to Hauk. Showed bunt, pulled the bat back, but it caught the bat and was fouled off. So it's 1-2. Tough break for Ottumwa there. Hauk was trying to get out of the way of a pitch riding up at her face. And as she pulled back, the ball hit the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So now Hauk has to protect the plate. Thomas is 1-2. Up and in, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Hauk. Off speed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Ottumwa gets a run on 2 hits and an error, but they leave 2 in scoring position, and they were there with nobody out. We go to the 6th. Ottumwa down 6-4 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Top of the 6th inning. Ottumwa not done yet, but they've missed a couple of chances to tie or take the lead. They still trail Dowling 6-4. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Chloe Bradley trying to keep Dowling where they are. And she'll face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Last, Sweezy, and Thomas. Alyssa Last has lined out, hit an RBI single, and reached on an error. First pitch here misses way outside, ball 1. One and 0 to the Maroon center fielder. Chloe's next pitch, ground ball, just foul down the third base line, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to last. Ottumwa down 6-4, each team with 8 hits. Bulldogs with 4 errors, Maroons with 2. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1. As the right-handed hitting Alyssa Last digs back in. Bradley's 2-1. Off speed, hit in the air, down the line and left. It'll land foul for strike 2. Two and 2. Dowling got 5 runs in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th. Ottumwa 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. The 2-2 to last. Chopper out to second. Stevens has it. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Always good to get the leadoff hitter retired. Here's Carly Sweezy, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI ground out and a single. Lights now taking something closer to full effect here at Houston Field. The pitch popped up right side foul territory. Who can get to it? It's the catcher, Jordan Pauls, who nearly tripped over the bat but made the catch for out number 2. Quickly 2 up, 2 down, and here is Annie Thomas. He was 0 for 3, flied out, reached on an error, and struck out looking.
Drive it, kid.
Pitcher to pitcher here, righty to lefty, Bradley to Thomas. Ground ball sharply, but right at the second baseman, Stevens picks it up, throws to first in time, and it's a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Chloe Bradley. That's what Ottumwa need to get right back in the dugout. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dogs are down 6-4 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the sixth inning. Ottumwa's still in it, but it's getting late. They trailed Dowling 6-4, game 2 of our softball doubleheader. Bulldog softball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street, Ottumwa. By the Train Depot, offering an array of coffee beverages. They also serve breakfast, and they have homemade soup, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. For more information, like and follow them on Facebook. By Blackhawk Auto Body and Linex of Ottumwa for all your auto body repair needs, insurance work, and spray and bed liners. Check them out for all your aftermarket truck accessories. Contact Blackhawk Auto Body for a free quote. And by Lee's Photography in Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography, East 2nd Street across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. Pinch hitter for Ottumwa to begin the bottom of the sixth inning. Anna Wellings will hit for Delaney Stevens. Wellings was 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored in game 1. First pitch, way high to Wellings, ball 1. After Wellings, top of the order, Jones and Aller. Thomas is 1-0. Swing and a miss, chased one downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wellings digs back in. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed, grounded to third. Brooks has it cleanly. Throw to first. He's in the dirt and it gets away. Rounding first on her way to second. And in there standing up is Anna Wellings as Dowling again opens the door with another error. Throw was low and to the outfield side of first. And now Delaney Stevens will re-enter as the runner. And it'll be Stevens at second with nobody out. Tying run at the plate, Zoe Jones, who was 0 for 3, has reached on an error and has twice popped out to short. Infield's come in for Dowling, anticipating a bunt right here. If Zoe lays it down, she's not just trying to move the runner to third, she's trying to get on as well. We'll see. Pitch, bunted, but it's foul behind the plate, strike 1. Ottumwa has struggled at times to get bunts down tonight in both games. 0-1 to Jones.
Confidence, T. Confidence, kid.
Pitch on the way. And a pop-up right side behind first, long run, and it is dropped off the glove of Ellie Olson, who was trying to make an over-the-shoulder catch.
Great effort, kid.
Count is 0-2 on Zoe.
I was waiting for the bobble. And like,
Zoe digs back in. Chokes up on the bat, down to the count 0-2. Runner at second, nobody out, the pitch. Liner into left center for a base hit. Delaney around third. She's on her way to the plate. The throw is all the way to the plate, allowing Jones to get to second. She rounded second and has to dive back in safely. RBI single, Zoe Jones. Ottumwa was within a run, 6-5, and the tying run at second with nobody out. Another unearned run in this game. Ella Aller, the batter. She is singled, lined out to short, lined out to second, 0 for 3. No idea why that throw came all the way through. That gave Ottumwa a free base. And Aller fouls it at the plate, strike 1.
confidence, T. Your game, kid.
Aller's 0 for 3 in this game. And 1 for 7 in the doubleheader, but she has hit the ball hard several times and hit into tough luck. See if her luck can turn right here. The catcher, Hochberger, out to talk to Thomas. And while that conversation goes on, Aller goes down the line to talk to Mandy Moore. Small airplane flying overhead. Guess that's one way to see the game. A 1-1 to the Bulldog third baseman Aller. And a chopper to third, and it gets past Brooks into left field. Zoe Jones made the turn at third and then put on the brakes. And runners on the corner, still nobody out. The tying run at third now, and the batter Jordan Pauls. That'll be ruled a hit. It kind of snuck between Brooks at third and Sweezy at short. Aller gets credit for a base hit, so she hits the ball hard several times with no luck. And then a chopper gets through the hole, a seeing eye single. First and third, nobody out, and here's Pauls, who's 2 for 2. And she pops it up on the infield. The shortstop Sweezy coming in to make the catch, 1 down. That's a big first out for Thomas, but that'll give Amber Schatz a chance. Amber is 1 for 2, a single, a sac fly, and has reached on an error.
Your game, T. Your game. Take your time. Let's go.
Bulldogs back within a run. And that tying run still at third now with 1 away. The pitch. High fly ball to center. Coming on and making running catches. Last runner tags, but it's too shallow. Throw to the plate will force Jones to stay at third, and there's 2 down. So it's up to Josie Lemons, who's 2 for 3. 2 bloop singles producing 2 RBI. Boy, if Ottumwa doesn't come back in this game, they're going to rue the opportunities they've missed. The pitch. Popped up behind the plate. It's playable, and the catch is made by Hochberger to retire the side. For the second inning in a row, Ottumwa had the tying run in scoring position with nobody out and couldn't bring it home. The Bulldogs do get a run on 2 hits. There was an error and 2 left. We go to the 7th. Dogs down 6-5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimweyer, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 7th inning. It's almost like Ottumwa wants to completely parallel what happened in Game 1 to them. The Bulldogs down 6-5. They were down 5-2 after the top of the third. They got 1 back in the third. Each team scored a run in the 5th. Ottumwa got a run in the 6th, but in the 5th inning, Ottumwa had the tying runs at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and couldn't score after scoring a run. They scored a run in the 6th inning, had the tying run at 3rd, nobody out, and couldn't score then. And the batter, Sarah Hochberger, who takes a pitch outside, ball 1. One and 0 to Hochberger. Chloe Bradley has battled ever since that tough 3rd inning. There's a ground ball foul, left side, 1-1. Only 1 of the 6 runs Bradley's given up has been an earned run, so it's been defensive problems in this game for Ottumwa. Dowling has allowed 3 unearned runs themselves. One and 1, and a pop-up left side foul territory, playable for Aller, makes the catch behind 3rd, 1 out. That brings up Lily Brooks, who's 0 for 3. Has reached on an error. Brooks digs in, hits from kind of an open crouch. Open stance as well, that front foot well back in the batter's box. And that pitch outside, ball 1. Ottumwa just needs a critical hit They got one more chance coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning, hopefully still only down a run. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. You look back to that 5th inning, down 6-3. They get a run to make it 6-4. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Ground ball to 3rd, runners can't advance. A pop out and a strikeout. Then in the 6th inning, runners on the corners after a run had scored, nobody out. That's the tying run at 3rd, go-ahead run at 1st. And each of the next 3 batters swung at the first pitch. As that pitch bounces in there, and it's 3-0 to Brooks. But he had a pop out, a shallow fly out to center, and a foul out to the catcher. And he went from having the tying run at 3rd, the go-ahead run at 1st, nobody out. 3 pitches later, the inning is over. Now with 1 out, nobody on, Dowling is looking for insurance. The 3-0. That's a little bit high, ball 4, a 1-out walk issued by Chloe Bradley.
Now batting the designated hitter, Audrey Ott.
Second walk issued this game. The batter, Audrey Ott. 2 for 3, 2 singles. Right-handed batting designated player stands in. First pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 0-1. Ott stands back in. Brooks the runner at 1st. And the 0-1. Pop up, center of the diamond. Coming in to make the catch, the shortstop Ware for out number 2. And the batter, Molly Moist, who is 0 for 2 with the sacrifice bunt, has also reached on an error and scored a run. Two out, a runner on 1st. You look ahead to the bottom of the 7th. Ottumwa has Bradley, Ware, and Hauk due up. Anybody gets on, Delaney Stevens' spot. Pitch inside. Snap throw down to 1st, not in time. Count is 1-0 to Molly Moist. Chloe Bradley steps to the rubber. Paul sets the target. The pitch outside, though, 2-0. Chloe just trying to get the final out of the top of the 7th and give her team one more chance to come back. And Bradley herself will lead off the bottom of the 7th, but right now her focus needs to be on this 2-0 pitch. It's on its way. Apparently a little bit high, 3-0. Number 9 hitter Becca Younger's on deck. You do not want to get back around to the top of the order and Reinhardt again. Chloe asking for Mandy Moore in the dugout to go over the signs again. Now they know what they want, the 3-0. Way outside, ball 4. So we've had a pop-up, a 4-pitch walk, another pop-up, another 4-pitch walk. Becca Younger's the batter. 1 for 3, an RBI single, an RBI ground out, and another ground out. Critical batter here for Ottumwa's chances, down 6-5, top 7, Dowling with 2 on, 2 out. Pitch on the way. High ball 1, that's 5 straight out of the zone by Bradley. Chloe needs to throw a strike. Here's the 1-0. On the inside corner at the knees, called a strike, 1-1. Needed that. Ottumwa scored first in this game, 2 in the bottom of the 1st. Dowling got 5 in the 3rd. Ottumwa got 1 back. Both teams are running the 5th. Bulldogs a run in the 6th. 6-5 as we play top 7. Ottumwa's left a lot of runners in scoring position. That pitch well high, and it's 2-1. Bradley probably tiring. Pitch count doesn't matter as much in softball, of course, but for what it's worth, on a warm, kind of humid evening in Ottumwa, Bradley's thrown 101 pitches. The 2-1. High 3-1, and if you walk Youngers, you load the bases for the top of the order in Reinhardt. Three balls and a strike to Becca Youngers. Chloe's pitch. Pop foul back to the screen, 3-2. Well, 3-2, 2 out. Both runners will be in motion when the pitch is released. Ball 4 loads the bases. Strike 3 ends the inning. A base hit almost certainly would score the runner from second if it went into the outfield. The 3-2. Foul tip into the middle of the catcher, Paul, strike 3. And Chloe Bradley gets off the hook again. No runs, no hits, 2 left. Buckle those seatbelts going to the bottom of the 7th. Dogs need a run to tie, 2 to win, down 6-5 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for Ottumwa in Game 2, trailing Dowling 6-5. Now, you could write a parallel to Game 1 either way. In Game 1, Ottumwa was down 6-5, bottom 7, and wasn't able to come back. But you could draw the other parallel that, unlike Game 1, Dowling has led this game most of the way, and it's Ottumwa trying to come back, and it was Dowling who came back with 2 runs in the 7th inning in Game 1 to eventually win it. If Ottumwa gets 2 runs in this half inning, the game's over the moment that second run touches home. Chloe Bradley will lead it off, trying to help her own cause here. She's already done some of that. A walk and an RBI single in this game, 1 for 2 overall. Annie Thomas in the circle, and a pop-up on the first pitch. Foul territory, and dropped by the catcher. Hochberger drops the pop-up, and Bradley gets new life. It's only strike 1. In college and the pros, that would go in the book as an error. In high school, they don't bother, but even though it won't be an error in the column, that is definitely a gift from Dowling. Now the 0-1. Off speed, a little floater into shallow center, but it's caught on the run by the shortstop Sweezy for out number 1. Just getting to the edge of the outfield grass. I was hoping that would carry a little farther. Well, Dowling won't lose this game because the catcher dropped a pop-up. And the batter, Jocelyn Ware, who's lined out, popped out, and popped out again, 0 for 3. And a liner, but it's in and out of the glove of Brooks. Throw to first. Not in time, and actually Ware rounded the bag, and the throw went to first. She had to dive back in to avoid a tag and got there. So another error committed by the third baseman, Lily Brooks. That's her 3rd in as many innings. Line drive in and out of her glove, and Dowling keeps giving Ottumwa chances. Can the Bulldogs finally walk through the door? Maddie Hauk, the batter, 1 for 3 with a bunt single. First pitch shows bunt. Bunts it up the third base line, but it rolls foul. 0-1. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. 1 down, bottom 7, Ottumwa. Trying to avoid another 1-run loss to a quality CIML team. 2 1-run losses to Centennial to open the season, a 1-run loss in Game 1 of this doubleheader, and down by the same score, 6-5 in Game 2. Now the 0-1. Showed a bunt, pulled the bat back, but it's called a strike, 0-2. 1 on, 1 out. See if Maddie can swing away and make something happen here. He's trying to find a hole, find some green maybe. The 0-2. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thomas only has 1 strikeout, but that was Houck to end the 5th inning. That came with the bases loaded. The 1-2. Liner into left field, base hit. Stopping at second is Ware. And Houck does find some green. 2 on, 1 out. Tying run in scoring position. Due up is Delaney Stevens. She's already been pinch hit for once, so she'll have to take this at bat. Delaney's 0 for 2, a ground out and a line out. Can the number 9 hitter make something happen here? 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Check swing, foul off to the right. It'll land out of the reach of the first baseman Olson for strike 1.
Good work, 10. Way to hustle.
0-1 to Stevens. Delaney digs back in. Now the 0-1. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa in the first game with the lead walked the tightrope as long as they could, but eventually couldn't stay on it. Dowling's walked the tightrope for 3 innings here in the second game. Can Ottumwa push them off? The 1-1 to Stevens. Up and in, 2-1. Well, Mandy Moore probably thinking, you know what, 2 more pitches out of the zone, I'd take a walk and loading the bases for Zoe Jones. Zoe on deck. Jocelyn Ware at second, Maddie Houck at first, 1 out. The pitch down low, 3-1. Different hitter at the plate. He might have the green light. In this situation, this might be a take situation for Delaney. The catcher, Hochberger, out to talk to Thomas, and now Stevens will go talk to Coach Moore. Critical pitch coming up right here, 3-1. Can Stevens find a pitch to drive somewhere into the outfield, drive in that tying run? Can she lay off a pitch out of the zone and load the bases with a walk? We're ready to go. The 3-1. On the inside corner, strike 2. All right, now Stevens has to protect the plate. First and second, 1 out. Ottumwa down 6-5, threatening Dowling again. The 3-2. Down low, ball 4. They're loaded. And for the second straight inning, Ottumwa's got the tying run at third with less than 2 out. Zoe Jones is 1 for 4. She singled to drive in a run her last time up. She was eventually stranded at third when she would have been the tying run. Third time in as many innings, Ottumwa's had the tying run in scoring position with less than 2 out. The winning run is at second. And now Thomas will get a visit from the pitching coach. It's a full infield conference in the circle. And Ottumwa will have a full runners and hitters conference with Mandy Moore in the third base coaching box. In the 5th inning, Ottumwa was down 6-4. They had second and third, nobody out, tying runs on base, and couldn't score another run. They'd gotten 1. In the 6th inning, they got a run, had the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Couldn't get that tying run home from third. The tying run is at third again with 1 out. The bases are loaded. The winning run now is at second. Infield is in for Dowling. You know they're coming home on a grounder. Zoe Jones looking for a line drive. First pitch. A pop-up left side foul, and Brooks can't get there. It lands untouched for strike 1. That ball came in on the hands of Zoe. 0-1 to the Bulldog leadoff hitter. Big spot for the senior. Somehow the Bulldog bottom of the order has loaded the bases. Top of the order trying to tie it or win it. The pitch. Swing and a foul back, and Zoe chased a pitch up in her eyes, 0-2. Jones a little anxious here. She's got to calm down and now protect the plate with an 0-2 count. I'm not sure either of those pitches were in the strike zone. Ella Aller on deck. The 0-2 to Jones. That's on the corner, called strike 3. Jones can't believe it. Again, Ottumwa can't get the run home, and now they have just one chance left. Ella Aller, the batter, 2 for 4, 2 singles, and a run scored. A base hit could win it, but there's 2 down. The pitch. Ground ball through the hole, base hit! Around third is the second run. Here's a throw to the plate, not in time! Dogs win! Dogs win! Ottumwa with 2 runs, with only 1 out left. And the Bulldogs miraculously knock off the Maroons by a final of 7-6. Ella Aller, the 2-out, 2-run, game-winning single, right up the middle, past the shortstop Sweezy, and the Bulldogs finally pull out a 1-run win over one of the quality CIML teams. Boy, how many chances did Ottumwa have to tie or take the lead? They didn't use any of them until the very last one. 2 outs, and Ella Aller gets the job done. What a finish for the Bulldogs, who get their second win of the season and get a hard-earned split against Dowling. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you some happy totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Houston Field, where your Bulldogs softball team, after losing Game 1 to Dowling in heartbreaking fashion, giving up 2 runs in the 7th, they turned the tables on Dowling, scoring 2 runs with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. A 2-run walk-off single by Ella Aller, and the Bulldogs win it 7-6. The totals for Ottumwa: 7 runs, 12 hits, 4 errors, 11 left on base. Chloe Bradley is the winning pitcher. For Dowling, 6 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors, 9 left on base. Annie Thomas takes the loss. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 unearned runs. 10 of the 13 runs in Game 2 were unearned, but in the end, the Bulldogs with the final blow as they improved to 2-4 on the season, and they dropped Dowling to 6-3. All right, the Bulldogs don't have a lot of time to celebrate this. They're back in action tomorrow afternoon at the Oskaloosa Classic at the Lacey Sports Complex in Oski. Field 1 at 12:45. Ottumwa takes on Albia. Then they'll stay on Field 1 and play Oskaloosa at 2:30. We'll have both games for you on the radio on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. We'll have the Albia game on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. We are not allowed to live stream an Ottumwa game against Oskaloosa in Oskaloosa because of Oskaloosa School's agreement with another company. But we will have both games on the radio for you tomorrow. I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time: Community First Credit Union, Petrit Orthodontics, Reflection Studio, Schroeder Graphics and Sign, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Meridian Credit Union, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, Lisco, Cole Palace Cafe and Books, Blackhawk Auto Body and Linex, and Lee's Photography. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon when the Bulldog softball team plays in the Oskaloosa Classic. Until then, good night, everybody.